What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome back to another career mode. Today we are taking on the St. Lucia Zorks, I believe they're called. They haven't updated in my game for some reason or another, so they are called the St. Lucia Stars. Playing at Darren Sammy Stadium, and I think it is a little bit of an insult that Darren Sammy is not the captain of this team. You know, if you have a stadium named after you, you probably should be captain of the side. Instead it is Hashim Emla. Morne Morkel is the captain for us today. He lost the toss. Man, I'm sounding like the bloody two South Africans that are out there. Emla and Morkel. So Emla won the toss, decided to have a bat first. He's gotten off. He himself has got the side off to a pretty good start as well. And whoever he opened up with as well did a similar kind of thing. So we're going to have to look to try and slow things down at this stage, pick ourselves up some wickets, and really just get back into the game. So, as things stand, we have played 7 games. I think we're 3 and 4 at the moment. That one there probably going down leg. So no point in going and reviewing that. Not that there are any reviews in this Caribbean T20 League anyway, so that is not too much of a concern. But, yeah, so currently how things stand, 3 and 4 at the moment. We are actually equal with the third place team, however we have played more games than them. So this game here against St. Lucia really is crucial because they are top of the tree, and we really do want to try and take some points off of them if we can. Want to take some points off those teams that are above us at the moment. So fingers crossed we can go and get that done. Fingers crossed we can get... as I said, at this stage of the season, we just want points on the board. I don't really care too much about the individual performance that we have. What is this field? I actually quite like it. Got a short third man and a third man, a deep point and a cover. I quite like it. In comes also, at the non-strikers end, the man in the stadium who is named after, as I said, the great Darren Sammy. What an honour it must be to have a stadium named after you. Like, I can't think really, you know, of too much more of an honour, apart from having maybe like a statue or something done of you. You know, that is really the pinnacle. You know, can you get much more than that? Having a stadium named after you. And they fully went and renamed it and everything. You know, it wasn't called that originally. I'm trying to think what it used to be called. And it just shows obviously the services that he's done to St. Lucia cricket and obviously to West Indies cricket as well, that he has had a stadium named after him. I can't really think of any other cricketers that have stadiums named after them. So if there are, let me know down below in the comments, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. Well, actually, now that I think about it, there is a ground here in New Zealand, in Christchurch. There is a ground. I'm trying to think. There's Burt Sutcliffe Oval in Christchurch, which is named after Burt Sutcliffe. Well, I think it's it's not Rangiora. That's Main Power Oval. I think it's out in Lincoln. So that's named after him. I'm sure there are some more. So as I said, let me know down below. You know, quite an honour, obviously, to have a stadium named after you. That is a real honour. Burt Sutcliffe must have done absolute wonders for the New Zealand cricketing scene. To have a stadium named after him, that is just great. So, I must say what else is great is the job that we are doing here at the moment. So, Darren Sammy really is the last recognised batsman of these guys. Kemar Roach, who is the incumbent number 3 in any game I come up against the West Indies and Don Bradman 14 for some reason, he is in now at number 8. But after that, they really don't have a whole lot in the batting department. So, I mean, as I said, if we can get one here, not really too concerned about the wickets. For some reason or another, wickets just do not want to fall for me. I don't know what it is. I've tried everything. I'm just sticking with outswing at the moment, just because it is keeping the runs down as well. And we have actually found an edge that ball. So, that gives me confidence to continue going with it, especially with this field as well. We've got that man in close, and that man at just a standard third man. He's not back on the ring. So he really is there. If there is a punch that is played, or an uppercut, it could very possibly head to that man outside the 30-yard circle. So, and I did try in-swing in a video, and it just didn't really work a whole lot for me. So, but at the moment, we are doing a really good job, I must say, of keeping the runs down. That is I think that's the first boundary that we have gone for, and that's just Darren Sammy, I guess, releasing the shackles just a little bit. Gets St. Lucia up over 100 runs as well. But still, a very good over for us. Just the 6 runs off it. And we've got one left to go. I think we've only gone for about 13 or 14 at this stage. And we're not even going to get to bowl out. So that is a bit of a disappointment. And these two did manage to bat through. Well, Darren Sammy managed to bat through. He kept most of the strike. 49 off 29. Kemar Roach, 9 off 23. Few spinners in this St. Lucia side as well. So hopefully we can get a chance to bat against them. Not really looking forward to coming up against the likes of Kemar Roach or possibly one of the other quicker guys, but we are in now, I was going to say quite early in the piece, but not really, and just 83 needed off of, oh god, that's not the greatest of shots, just 83 needed off about 60, I'm just trying to work this out, 68 balls, so no need to go out and blast it. We can really play a partnership here with Keith Cameron and Darren Sammy, the man that the stadium obviously is named after, coming into the bowling attack. So 82 off 66. So we're not too far off. We're actually ahead of the current run rate. So it's a nice shot as well. Nice timing for just your second ball to come out and punch that one away off the back foot. So yeah, we are above the required run rate at the moment, and we'll just be looking to go and continue with what we are doing, because we're doing a fairly decent job. We don't need to go out and try and smash boundaries at this stage. We just need to go out and do our job, which is exactly what we're doing. Nurdling it around the field, getting those ones, you know, letting Cameron obviously be the aggressor of the two. I'm just trying to think who is to come in next. I think it's Shy Hope, possibly. And, I mean, when we get stuff like that, I mean, Cameron 8 off 6, so obviously he hit a boundary off those last couple of balls in that over. That one there, we've absolutely smoked that man. Who we got that either side of him probably would have been 4. Ross Taylor, I think it was. But we don't really need to go after it at this stage. We're ahead of the required run rate. But we would like to be going and picking up some singles at more of a, well, just at a better pace, I guess. You know, 3 off 5 isn't terrible. But we would like to go and do a bit more of that. You know, Cameron looks like he is going to be the guy that is going to be the aggressor of the two. I say that as he's 8 off 6, so you can't really say too much about that. But he looks like the guy who is going to go out and try and get the boundaries. I'm just going to look to try and play myself in and bat for the long haul. So we keep getting notified that we've scored bloody 500 runs of our 1,136. So that is one of our objectives that we need at the moment. So we're not even halfway there. We have picked up 500 runs in recent times, so that is good. 64 off 54. And once again, Cameron has gone and picked himself up a boundary off one of those last couple of balls of the over. So that's exactly what we need to do. Just give him the strike, keep picking up the ones, and let him do the dirty work as it, well, I guess, you know, as it is, do the dirty work. So this one here, if we can get it either side of Kevin Peterson, just with the way the field is, ooh, that's a sharp piece of work. I think that's Andre Fletcher behind the stumps to get there down the leg side. But anyway, either side of Kevin Peterson, and we probably will be able to pick ourselves up a boundary. But we do need to time it well. And that's exactly what we have done, exactly what we said. Either side of that man, and we are going to go and pick ourselves up a boundary just like that. So we do have the same field. And same thing, if we play it a tad straighter as well, then we are going to beat that man in close too. But we will just take the single down the ground, finish that off. We grab the 7 from the over, which I think is all we need at the moment. I think that's keeping up with the run rate required. So, as I said, we don't really need to go and be taking too many risks. Kemar Roach is the man who is in now. This is a guy who I didn't want to face a whole lot, the quick bowler. But, again, same thing. If we can just nudge it around. Oh, no. I was going to say, please don't run him out. Please do not run him out. I would be beside myself if that happened. There was never a run on there. Direct hit and he was completely gone. That's a nice shot. Just for one though. But flicked away from the legs. And we will take that. Again, just singles. Kind of hoping that Cameron can look at picking himself up a boundary. We do now have Shillingford coming in. Which again I think is what he's done. He's 23 off 14. So he is doing the job at the moment. Oh, that's a good shot. Run that! He's doing a good job at the moment, obviously picking up those boundaries, and we are just nudging around, picking up the boundary here and there. Required run rate is almost down to 1 as well, so that is good. And straight off, if we can get between that straight off and that deep cover, and get the timing right, get the right ball, which that was absolutely perfect but there just was no timing on it. And the placement was a little bit off too, but that's all right. And just hoping that off these last 3 balls that Cameron can go and pick himself up a boundary, which he hasn't gone and done at this stage. But we are very close to getting it down to that runner ball, obviously. Just 41 needed, and still plenty of time left to go. So we will just continue, as I said. It may seem pretty boring, it may seem one-day international stuff, but it's what we need to do at the moment. At the moment, I'm not concerned about my individual performance. I'm concerned about the team performance and picking ourselves up some runs. Picking up runs, well, I guess getting to the total, you know, that is my my first objective. And no way that is out. That has come way off the bat, Shane Shillingford. Obviously, knocking off the runs, that is the first objective, and picking up the 2 points, which is what we want to do. Shillingford has come back quite strongly, it must be said, compared to his first couple of overs, where he did get absolutely taken to. I think he went for 20. I think he'd gone for 21 off his first 2, came back, only went for 7 in that next one. So, again, hopefully, I just really want Cameron to be the aggressor here. And obviously pick us up some runs where needed, because we are just picking out the fielders at the moment, which again isn't a bad thing. We are picking up runs, we're not clogging up the run rate and basically hogging the strike for nothing. And look at that, he again must have got some boundary, 25 off 24, so essentially a runner ball now. A runner ball would take it to a tie, and we're not gonna really risk it, especially the way Cameron has been going. He has been smashing, well, you'd think he's been smashing boundaries at this stage. And Eddie Leary is actually quite an underrated bowler, it must be said, in bowling circles. And we've made it up with that one, that first one. That has just gone past that fielder at, I guess, just a standard mid-wicket. And it has gone for 4. Ross Taylor, you got to get to that, son. You've got to get that. Especially with the game this close. We're going to take off. Not my end! Whoo! The dive has gone and saved us, boys. But we've got 5 off the over so far. Hopefully Cameron can pick us up another couple of... Whoa, I mean, that is going to work absolutely perfectly. He's obviously done it off the last one. He's done a 6 off that one, and he has gone and picked himself up a 50. I'm very happy that I just played a supporting role in this knock. But just the 6 required now, and we have had a field change. Over cover, man, oh man. I really do want to go over cover, but I do just want to see this home. Oh my god. That is absolutely plum. Cliffy, what are you doing? Whoa, I just said I wanted to see it home, and I play around a complete straight one. Shoaib Malik is going to come in and clean up the scraps, but we do get the 6-wicket win, against the top of the table St. Lucia. Cameron, the man of the match, for his 61 off 32. Misbah al-Haq hit 56. We do get on the batting charts as well for that 23 off 24. That was actually quite timely, and a nice partnership that we did put on with Cameron in his 61 not out. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Returning subscribers, make sure you hit the bell beside the subscribe button. That way you get a notification. You get notified every time I go live. And apart from that, I'm going to go grab myself some lunch. Not sure what I'm going to have. Until next time, ka kite anō. See you soon.